Hey, Mystic members. Mystic Poet 82 here, and welcome to Understanding Mental Illness. Now, not everyone's had experience with a mental illness, so they may not know how to respond to it. And unfortunately, sometimes their response can seem heartless and leaving the sufferer even more deeply hurt than they were before. Now, with the help of some friends, I've come up with 5 instances where you can tell that they may not have experience with a mental illness or depression. Number 1, they have a complete lack of compassion towards anyone going through it, and so they oftentimes say something very hurtful as a response. Number 2, they have a closed-minded personality, meaning they refuse to accept anything new or foreign to their way of thinking, and they think they're always right. Oftentimes they'll say stuff like, "You don't have a problem, you just need to buck up and move on." Number 3, some people are socialized to look down on mental illness, and they think that psychologists or psychiatrists are quacks or scammers. Now, personally, I kind of do, because it takes money to go to that, and not everybody's freaking rich. I'm in debt, so I'm sorry that that's my way of thinking, but I understand that there are those that actually do try to help people. And I'm sure I'm sure there are plenty of the scammer ones out there too. Number 4, there are also people who have mental illness, and it's usually guys, but they still lack compassion for someone else because they think they have to be tough and they have to just ignore it. So they think that others should be the way that they are about it. And therefore, like, they're not sensitive. And they're not sensitive people. And now, that's one thing about guys, like, the best guys are the sensitive ones. And unfortunately, there's not enough of them in the world. Number 5, society seems to treat mental illness as a stigma rather than normalizing it for what it really is, which is extremely sad because of so many people suffer from it. And so people have let it affect them so terribly that they've ended their own lives because of it. Now, there is a list that I found online, and it's things to say and things not to say to someone going through depression. And this could really qualify for any type of mental illness. The yes is, "You're not alone in this." The no is, "There's someone worse off than you." Yes, "You are important." No, "No one ever said life was fair." Yes, "Do you want a hug?" No, "Stop feeling sorry for yourself." Yes, "You are not going crazy." No, "So you're depressed, aren't you always?" Yes, "We are not on this earth to see through one another, but to see one another through." No, "Try not to be so depressed." Yes, "When this is all over, I'll still be here and so will you." No, "It's your own fault." Yes, "I don't really understand what you're feeling, but I'm here for you." No, "Believe me, I know how you feel. I was depressed once for several days." Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yes, "I'm not going to leave or abandon you." No, "I think your depression is a way of punishing us." Yes, "I care about you," or "I love you," if you really mean it. No, "Haven't you gotten tired of this me stuff yet?" Yes, I'm sorry you're in so much pain. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to take care of myself so you don't need to worry that your pain might hurt me. And the no for that is, have you tried chamomile tea? I don't know who came up with that, but that one's a little weird. But that part, when I read that, I was like, is that supposed to be a joke? Because I don't know of any kind of thing you can buy over the counter that would lighten your mood. I've seen it, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second. But basically, those are the things to say and not to say. And always choose your words carefully. If you're not sure what to say, sometimes the best thing is not to say anything. Just, if basically the old saying, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Sometimes all they need is a hug. Just go up and give them a hug. It's not that hard to do, especially if they're your best friend. But to be mad at somebody who's going through something just because you don't understand it is not going to make things any better. And it sucks to have to hide that from those type of people, but that's part of my situation. I have to hide that from people because I either don't know how they're going to react or I've been responded to negatively, so I just keep it up until I see someone else who's going through the same thing. Then I open up to encourage them and tell them that they're not alone. That's the best thing you can do, is tell someone that they're not alone and that they're loved. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. If, like, you may not understand it, just remember, don't think that because you're all tough and it's not good to let your emotions out, or you may think that, that's not true. Because the more you hold it in, the more it hurts. And I'm bad for holding it in, but I have nowhere else to go with it. So, except for maybe here. And hopefully this will help someone else. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.